In this lesson, we'll take a look at collision layers. So first we need to create a grid of particles on the ground to show you how the collision layers work in Maya. So first I need to go to N particles, and then if I come over the N particle tool and click on the option box, and there is something funny happening here. So as you see here written solver, right, and create new solver. So this will create nucleus solver for us. And the funny thing is here, when you click on reset tool, and now this disappears. And now if you create the particles, this will create the old particle system for you. And really this is funny, and it's a bug, I think. So let's close that again, and let's go again to N particles, and let's click on the option box. So just make sure you click on create particle grid, don't click on the reset tool. So now let's create the grid. So you need to click somewhere on the grid, and then you need to click on the opposite side, not there, here. So let's click once here, and the last one I will click here. So now as you see, I created a grid of particles. So let's change that to self collide. I want them to collide to each other, and then let's change the shape of them to spheres instead of points to see them better in the viewport, and let's change that to a sphere. And now let's create an emitter. Go to create emitter, and let's reset the settings, and let's set that to 3, and let's change that to directional, and let's click on create, and let's move that there. And now if I hit play, as you see the particles falling down, I don't want that, so just simply go to nucleus, and let's disable the gravity, set that to 0, and let's change the direction to -1. I want them to be emitted in the negative X. And another thing, I want to change the particle to spheres 2. And now let's change the speed. Let's go to the emitter, and let's scroll down and change the speed to about, let's increase a little bit more to 9. Okay, so as you see, the particles shooting to the grid and nothing special happening, right? But let's change that to red to see them better. The color, change that to red. Okay, so as you see, nothing special happening, right? But now if I select the N particle one, and let's go to the collisions, and here you will find the collision layer. So now if I change that to 1, for example, and now if I hit play, as you see now, the priority is for the red particles. Now notice how the red particles pushing the white particles more. And as you see, they are barely affected with the white particles. So let's do it again and see. And now if I change that, the opposite, for example, if I set the white particles to 0, and let's go to the N particle 1 and set that to 1, I am doing the opposite. So now if I hit play, as you see now, the white particles not affected by the red particles. So this is how the collision layers works. So see you in the next lesson.